Welcome to Naija Anchor News. In this news, we are going to broadcast the entire interview, the 16 minutes interview where Emeka Ike's son, Michael Ike, delve deeper into the marital saga or divorce saga between his father and his mother. So let's watch the interview.
Joining us on the studio now is Michael. Michael was on the set and, against his mother's objections because she wanted to protect him. But, her friends thought that it was necessary for him to speak. And, I heard some frightening audios, voice notes just now of your father threatening you. I heard a video of your father saying you should jump in front of a truck and die.
Well, let me address that.
Yes.
First of all, I was on my aunt's side. We were all doing business because I was having some issues at work in Ikeja. Then I went to my aunt's side. My cousin was like, come on, we can do some work together, our family, we can take care of each other. I went over there. My aunt started trying her best to convince me to get my younger ones over there so they can have a better life in Germany or whatsoever, like as if we were having issues. At first I took offense, but I was like, maybe I can use this opportunity to find peace somewhere. If his family is trying to reason, maybe I can get her to talk with him and they will have, I was just thinking like there can be something out of it. I was going to call him a day before he came back on Sunday because he did arrive in Nigeria on Sunday.
Right, the same Sunday.
I was going to call him, but my phone unfortunately got bad. Mm-hmm. And it was just like, that's destiny, that's God right there. Mm-hmm. I was like, okay. He got back and then I saw the video. Someone actually sent it to me and, have you seen this? And I was like, no, I've not seen it. And I was like, what is going on? And I just watched the video and I was like, God, this is insane. Someone I'm trying to form peace with, I'm telling his sister things to get him to understand how things should play out. I'm not trying to dictate what should happen in this incident. I'm trying to tell him that there has to be peace. Mm-hmm. But he didn't want to hear that. He kept saying I was dictating for him. So then I sent him a message that we need to talk. And he was like, all right, we need to talk, it's fine. Then I added that, okay, but I'm not happy about you going online and talking about private affairs. And he just passed out and told me I will not tell him what happens, that I'm not the father. I was just like, no, I'm not trying to, you're not understanding where I'm coming from. Mm-hmm. And he just kept going, okay, daddy, okay, papa. And then he said whether she wants to kill my siblings so that it will be like, it's only him that is alive. Let himself kill himself. Everyone should just kill themselves. Who says they can kill themselves to their children? He said he has other kids my age around the world. And I was like, guy, okay, is that supposed to faze me? Okay. The next morning, I got a 10 minutes VM. It's not the first time. He's always sending me VMs, insulting my life. You're doing music, you will never prosper. I'll see you on the side of the road and I'll spit on you. Don Jazzy will never see you, blah, blah, blah.
What your father said to you?
Hold on. He sent me a 10 minutes video, a VM right now, in the morning, telling me how I should respect myself, that I will not be the father and all that, la, 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 la. And I just texted him back that you have made a mistake. And I have to tell you, as far the disrespect that you have led on this family, dishonoring our family's name, this just means you have made a big mistake. And he kept going, sending more VNs. About 8 VNs, I sent them to my mom. My mom could not even listen to it. She was trying to calm me down, I'm trying to calm her down. I was so surprised, man. I was like, this can't be someone I should be proud of. I started thinking what do I do when I bring a woman home or kids? Who is going to, this guy will bless my kids for me? I don't understand. I'm starting making me get scared that am I going to have issues like this when I grow up? Mm-hmm. People always tell me, oh, you're having effects that your father has, this agitation, all these things. And I'm starting to reflect on myself that maybe it's better I start to keep quiet and slow down because I really don't want to end up like this guy. I really don't want to end up like this guy. He said I should not come out here and talk to you guys today, that I should not dare step foot against him, that he will crush me. I think we played the VA for him, right?
Yeah.
That he will crush me if I ever dared go against him. I just want to see what happens, man. I'm here for the ride.
Why do you think? One of your mom's friends said something off stage. He has been bashing this woman for 10 years.
Yeah.
Why do you think he just can't let her? She's left the marriage, and she hasn't spoken out against him in public. And you are here, he says she's stolen his children, and you are here saying, but you can't live with him because obviously your dad says he wants to crush you. So what do you think is happening
to my
that
father?
He keeps, yes.
My mom said he's a sore loser. That's the truth. He uses love to cover it up. Oh, this is love. It's not me. It's you. I'm doing this for you. I'm doing this because of you. But it's not. He just cannot lose. Everything she went through, we started going through it too in Abuja.
When you were living with him, what kinds of things?
Everything.
Physical violence?
I don't want to go into that because that's very private. And I didn't come here to go private. And I just wanted to be here to support my mom.
Yeah.
But everything she says is correct. Everything.
Everything she says is correct?
Everything.
So your dad was physically abusive to your mom, that's correct?
Yeah.
Your dad was emotionally abusive to your mom, that's correct?
Very true.
Your dad says your mom denied him access to you guys. That's not true.
That's not true.
I only denied him access to the younger ones
under 18.
Because of the threat,
Yeah.
because of the, I'm coming with the army, I'm coming with the navy, I'm going to break down your house, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that.
That he actually found our location.
He was looking for our location, look for where we were living, and these kids were scared. You understand? And you're not being responsible. He's not paying school fees, he's not doing anything, and all these threats and all that. And I said, okay, listen, these children need to calm down. They are adults. They can have a relationship with them. He has their phone numbers. They block and unblock him. They block and unblock him because of this back and forth erratic thing going on and all that. But for the two younger ones, I said, when he is responsible to them, then he can have access to them. The court judgment is clear. He's supposed to be paying fees. He's supposed to be providing certain amounts for each of them every month. And then he has access to them as long as he gives me 48 hours. And I don't have an issue with that. I don't. He's the one who hasn't done what he should be doing. But instead, he comes to social media space to say things.
I have to ask you this because you know how Nigerians are on social media, so I want to preempt that question. People will say that your mother has turned you against your dad, and that's why we are here talking. How do you respond to that?
When I met my mom, the first thing I said was, I really hate my father.
When you met your mom for the first time?
I had to start working on him. I really had to tell him, this is who your father is. Not that I'm saying it for you to hate him, but just so that you can manage your relationship with him. He doesn't know how to manage his relationship with people. You have to be the one to now know that, okay, this negativity is not going to affect me. This thing is not going to be, deciding factor in my life and all that, because this is who he is.
Yeah, this is for them.
When I met her, she has not said one thing.
When you met your mother for the first time, she had not said one thing against your dad.
Years,
I'm sure he's just hearing some things for the first time because I kept a lot of things away from them.
So your dad thought that your mother was bad-mouthing him to you guys. Yeah. Meanwhile, she was not saying anything.
At all.
And you were the one that told her the first time after you had lived with him.
Everything that's happening is just her telling us not to lash out. And we should calm down. We should just see through. Because we were the ones realizing things ourselves. I was in Abuja, I was going about my day, and then I'll just realize, wait, why am I saying I never saw my father beat my mother? That's a lie. Where did that come from? My mom was like, oh, you were a child. You can easily manipulate a kid. So I was just, it was like a dream to me, like, it never happened. You know?
So when you were with your dad, he began to convince you that the things that you had seen did not happen?
Did not happen. They did not happen to me then. That's why she said I hated her. That's true.
Yeah.
I did. Because to me, she left. She didn't want anything to do with me. That was the manipulation that was used against me, that your mother doesn't want anything to do with you. Your mother has moved on with men. She's doing drugs at your hotel. I fought with kids everywhere. I went to school, and I kept fighting everyone. I hated what my mother was to me. And when I found out that I was wasting my time, I had to run here.
Run to her?
Yep.
So essentially, just to show that people get it correctly, you were with your dad, it's blocked off access from your mom. You couldn't speak to her for what, 8 years or some thereabouts, a few years?
A few years.
And it was by yourself you realized that one, your daddy was gaslighting you,
Yes.
Yeah? And that you hated him because of the way he was treating you.
Yes.
That's what your mom had nothing to do with that realization.
No.
You came to that conclusion by yourself. What do you want your dad to do or stop doing?
Nothing.
Like this?
I don't want anything from you. I don't want anything from, I think it's 4 days ago, I realized I don't want anything from this man. He told me to go crush my head by a truck, right? That was the line for me. I'm dead to this man. I don't want anything from you.
How does this family, your family, your kids, how do you guys start to heal? This is a lot.
I think I still plan on getting a therapist. I think we still need a therapist because we are damaged. We are all damaged. You know, we are all in that space, and I plan that we will need a therapist because we take one step forward, this man brings us 10 steps back, you know, and we're not, you know, making any headway. And there are a lot of emotions buried deep. You know this, but it's like a volcano. It's going to erupt very soon. You know, that kind of thing. And I really don't have the money, but it's something that I'm planning to do because we really need to. Because sometimes it's difficult, you know, trying to tell them things, and I know what they tell me back. You understand? It's still, the snippets are still there. You know, and sometimes I have to tell them, it's not my fault I left. You need to forgive me. It's not my fault. I left, but I came back. You understand? I got myself together and I came back. And maybe God took me out to prepare me for this future. Because if I was still his wife, where would we be? We're not building, we're not building the home, we're not doing anything. We're just, you know. So if God had taken me out and got me ready for where we are now, you know, I'm not stronger and I've built myself and I can stand and I can carry you people, you know, to an extent, you know, that kind of thing, and be behind you, be your pillar, even as you are also my pillar.
I'm looking for the right time to formally do this. Probably when I get signed.
He keeps promising me houses, cars.
I can
and
see
I
he's
tell him
going to
I want a truck. So I'll be up there.
I keep waiting for the right time to apologize for everything I didn't know I was doing to her. Because my dad would send me videos of her crying, and I'll feel it inside that was going on. But then he would say, this is drugs. These are drugs. He's a drug addict.
He will send you pictures of her crying and say it is the drugs.
During court, we found out that he will make videos. You know, I told you he had arrested my friend, and in the SARS and all that. So there was a time that the guy who was helping me look for a job, it was a church member, and I was close to him and his wife. And she just had a baby, three months old baby, and You know, so when she saw me, she pounced on me and was trying to beat me up that I brought her family to this, you know, embarrassment and all that. He was videoing all those things and he'll be showing it to them. In court, he'll pretend he's making a call, and then, you know, the flash of the camera would come up and, you know, and so he was doing all that.
So he was doing all of that. So you want to apologize to your mom?
And I will still do that. So you guys should wait for the apology video.
I don't think he needs to apologize.
But
I think that we, his parents, their parents, should be the ones apologizing. Sometimes I regret leaving. There was a time that I regretted leaving when I saw the state they were in. And I was like, I should have stayed. And I started understanding why some women stay. They take everything, why they stay. I started understanding why people commit suicide. I started understanding things. Do you understand? And honestly, I will reach out to him. Stop this for the children's sake. You're damaging them. You're damaging them. You know. And unfortunately, I would say he's the one that brought them in our midst. It didn't have to be. I have friends who have left their husbands and they were still connecting with their kids. They were still seeing their kids. Their kids go to them and, you know, they go to their kids. I wanted that. I wanted us to be cordial. We have 4 kids. 4, not 1, not 2, 4. You understand? So I think we owe them that apology, not them. Not them.
Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you, Suzanne.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Michael. This, I mean, we have to say this allegedly, but if these things you've said to me are as they are, you've gone through an incredible ordeal. You know, and my prayers, you know, my best wishes are with you.
Thank you.
Thank you
very much. Thank you.
I had a